Hello everyone, and welcome back to, well I guess I should say welcome to Yooka-Laylee, or Yooka-Replaylee. This is, for those who don't know, this is a remake of the game Yooka-Laylee. That, apparently has, you know, I can't definitively 100% say why this game was made. It's been speculated that after almost a decade, we're finally going to get Yooka-Laylee. I mean, we already have gotten a sequel with Impossible Lair, but this was a way to test the engine that they made for Yooka-Laylee, as well as to remake Yooka-Laylee, add some content, fix some issues that people had at launch. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. For those who aren't aware, Yooka-Laylee was the very first game I ever kickstarted. And I kickstarted it because it was made by a bunch of former Rareware employees who were really sad that, you know, the platformer genre had just kind of fallen out of popularity in recent years. And the fact that they never got to make a proper Banjo, they were never able to properly make Banjo 3E after Rareware was bought out by Microsoft. So they came back and created Yooka-Laylee, and it was like, hey, for those who loved Banjo-Kazooie, we're making a spiritual sequel to it. And this game, yeah, was I created a Kickstarter account to back this, which is kind of interesting because I have never played Banjo-Kazooie. I have actually played very few Rareware games in general because the first home console I owned was the GameCube. So while I had played some Rareware games, like I tried playing Donkey Kong 64 on this channel back in the day, I did grow up playing Diddy Kong Racing because I'd go over to my grandparents' house who had an N64 and we'd play that there. And then I played Star Fox Adventure growing up. And then one of the first games I did ever play was Donkey Kong Country on the SNES at my uncle's house. But that's really about it. I had no real connection to Rareware, but I was aware of the history behind Rareware and how Microsoft screwed them over. So I'm like, no, I want to back this just for the sake of being just so I can definitively say I helped bring back a very talented company. And yeah, this Kickstarter was so successful that Platonic Games, as they was able to become a full-time company, was able to become a full-on company. They were able to then go on to make Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, which is arguably the better of the two games. Again, I haven't played this one, so I can't comment on how good it is. I just could never beat the final level. I do plan on one day streaming that one, but it's hard. They then worked on the second Blossom Tale game. We did a one-off stream of the first Blossom Tale. It's a throwback to classic Zelda. And I think they did one or two other projects between the original Yooka-Laylee and this remake, but yeah, they're still occasionally updating the backers of the original game, just kind of letting us know, hey, here's what we're doing. We thank you so much because if it wasn't for you, we would never have been able to become the full-on company we are now. Anyway, enough of the preamble, let's get into it. So, I play, like, a lot of new games I get that I plan on streaming, or that I get because I do want to stream them. Well, okay, this is one I did want. I haven't, like, actually full-on played this yet, outside of just, you know, playing it for maybe 5 minutes to just make sure it worked properly, because I don't have it physically, I have it digitally. So one thing I will say that I do think is a massive downgrade is I don't like this menu as much. Because the menu in the original game was set in their home base where Yooka-Laylee lived or whatever. And each file select was like a different part of their home or their pirate ship. And with Yooka-Laylee and with Yooka and Laylee just kind of chilling out, which I believe is similar to how old Banjo-Kazooie games were. So again, I don't like this as much, but we can get over that if the game itself is still absolutely amazing. Okay, I do like these cute little sort of watercolor or sketch art for the loading screens. One day, the kind and fun-loving adventurer Yuka, that's me. Oh yeah, so the basic setup behind this remake, like there's an actual story behind the reason why this game is being remade, is that Yuka and Laylee turned their adventures in the first game into this book, and they're retelling it, but they've embellished it. So that's why things control a little differently. There's some new stuff, and I know that the final fight with capital B has been reworked because they've embellished the story just to make themselves look cooler. And I'm like, I can actually appreciate a game that actually has a reason for it being remade rather than just let's remake it. Now, obviously, not every game under the sun is going to be able to, what's what I'm looking for, work something like this into their story, into the story itself, but I can appreciate this. Okay. That's me. And me, Laylee, the real hero, set out on a treasure hunt. We had a great life aboard a homemade ship, the Batship Crazy. Things were going fine. I could sense treasure was on the horizon. It's a shame you couldn't have seen that storm brewing instead. My next sense was you wanting me to take over the steering for the ship. And again, I love this because they're arguing over the story, so it's changing as they're telling it. And so it was up to Ace Captain Laylee to save the day. With incredible skill and style, I safely landed the ship. Well, mostly. At least after landing, you just about got us safely, so the quest for fame and fortune continued in a most unexpected way. So, for those who've played the original, the game actually opens with capital B talking about his plans, and then they start sucking up all the books in the world, and then it cuts to Yuka and Laylee already in their home. So this is a whole new prologue that was not in the original game. 2 to 3 weeks later, after saving our ship and performing some dodgy carpentry. Finally, smell that, Yuka. That's definitely treasure. This time, onwards. So yeah, this whole bit, brand new. Like, I don't even think this area was in the original game. Oh? Oh, okay. Like I said, I played it for like 5-ish minutes, but I don't remember that thing. Crouch. Okay, that's lick. That's the tongue lash. Now again, I know a lot of people who were big fans of the original Yooka-Laylee or not the original Yooka-Laylee, the original Banjo-Kazooie, say this game just doesn't live up to it. Like I said, I've never played the original I've never played Banjo-Kazooie, so I have nothing to compare it to, and as a result, as I've said several times, this is one of the few platformer games I actually like. Because I hate 3D Mario. Heck, I hate most Mario games in general. Like, sure, I'm a fan of Sonic, but I'm not a fan of every Sonic. In fact, dare I say, there's more Sonic games that I don't like than I do like. Help me. Did you hear that? Sorry, I thought it would go undetected. I'll try checking next time. Not that. It sounded like a cry for help. Is someone there? Help. And yeah, that's Laylee's book from the first game that had the golden pages in it. I mean, and I'll admit, I have largely avoided platformers for the most part because of how much heck, like, again, I say I'm a fan of Sonic, but it might be more accurate to say I'm a fan of Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh, thank goodness someone heard me. Being trapped in this KG is not a lifestyle choice.
Don't worry, we'll help.
A mad scientist duck captured me for his boss, the money mad capital B. You gotta break me out. One of these buttons will release me from this KG.
Those money mad types are the worst. Come on, Yuka, a magic talking book gotta be worth a little whatever. Laylee, don't worry yourself, you strangely imprisoned book. We'll help.
Not that one.
Because, like, I absolutely did not like Donkey Kong 64. Like, again, just because we don't have a camera, none of you... Shut up, Laylee. Wouldn't know this. Well, you would know that I basically threw in the towel with Donkey Kong 64, but again, because I don't think, due to, like, the footage corrupting, because... Donkey Kong's, we currently use an Elgato to stream, but we originally had a Hauppauge, and around the time that we, were playing Donkey Kong 64, and this also happened with, like, our Crystal Chronicles playthrough, I think the footage for, like, the last episode of Donkey Kong 64 completely corrupted and was unusable. But I literally, when I found out you had to use the jetpack in, like, the final boss area, I literally put a bag on my head and was just like, no, I'm done. I can't do it. We did it, but the KG exploding seems to have upset the cave.
I can't think of enough, or perhaps we should all go somewhere safe.
Safe, huh? I safely landed a ship in a nearby creek 2 to 3 weeks ago. Let's scram. So I have no idea if we'll ever be able to come back here. But so yeah. Here is their home, which they built out of their ship. Now, I don't actually know if they did used to be sailors or if that's just something part of their embellishment of the story. But welcome to our home, Shipwreck Creek. I'm Yuka, and I'm his supervisor, the Ace Captain Laylee.
Pleased to meet you both. Allow me to introduce myself too. I'm the all-powerful One Book. I'm so grateful you saved.
Yeah, say Mr. One Book, are you valuable by any chance?
I'm not to brag, but I'm probably the most valuable thing in existence. You see, anything written in me becomes the truth. Who knows what those evil captors would have done if given the chance. The magical pages inside me must only be used for good, selfless acts.
Like, if I remember correctly, I don't think the book was a character in the original one. Like, the pages were characters, but the book itself, like, I think this is, like, new lore that they've made about this book. I could be wrong about that, but let's see, we'd like to upgrade moves, a few new ones, and, ooh, better combos! Actually, that might explain... Okay, I like that they're working in why. Yeah, okay, I like that.
Done.
Because to my understanding, or from what I remember, from like the trailers and people talking about it, is that you actually start this game with most of the moves from the original, and then you can get new ones. Okay, so this is actually where the original game started, was this cutscene with capital B. Quack! What is that? And what's it doing casting a shadow? And what's it doing casting a shadow over my statue? Well, I thought I'd get myself a statue too as a reward for capturing the one book. I didn't sign off on that, Bennett. But sir. Okay, I kind of noticed it with Laylee, but you can really see all the extra details. The fact that this is on a generation up from the original, just the texture on capital B and like the veins in his eye. I'm like, this is good stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure he had them, but they're really prominent now. Now where is that old one book? I've got some evil plans to achieve. Oh, I sent my favorite minion to go fetch the book. Okay, but like this cutscene in particular was not in it, because again, like, the one book was not a character. Quack, where is the one book? Not to worry, we'll initiate Plan B, Operation Recapture the book. Because, like, yeah, their motivations for doing this originally was different. I think the idea was that if they capture all the books, they can either force everyone to rebuy the books, or they'll be like, if we take all the books, people will get dumber, and we can... Yeah, I don't remember what the exact motivation was. I like Yooka-Replaylee, but I have only played it twice. So it's not something... And since the story is... in platformers, the story is arguably set dressing for the gameplay. So I say arguably. I know that's not universally true. What's happening? What is Operation Recapture the Book about? Well, my Novelizer 64 will vacuum up all the books in the world. I've been working on it for ages. I see. Not only will we retrieve the one book, I'll also own all the world's books to sell back to everyone for profit. Okay, yeah, it was just sell all the books back to everyone for profit. I'm a genius. I think I'll laugh like a maniac now. I'm glad to see Dr. Quack again, because Dr. Quack wasn't in Impossible Lair.
Oh no, what's happening? Must resist. No pages, eject, save yourself.
Because, again, originally, the book was something that just Yooka and Laylee were reading, just kind of relaxing on the ship, and I know it was like, oh, I found this really valuable... Laylee was just like, I found this really valuable book. Again, it wasn't a character. Whew, I'm safe. We pages have escaped, so those villains inside Ivory Towers can't use the one book's power. You have to collect us before they do. Sure thing, but what about the one book? Yeah, I got plans. Something sucked it up. Quick, use the telescope to find it. There it is, being sucked into that dodgy-looking building. We have to go after it. Where do we start? I think the cave we explored earlier is the only way in. Good job. I just got us those new moves then. You're going to save the one book? Then I'm coming too. We'll be a buddy trio. Grabbed a pagey. Interesting. Very interesting that it starts us off with one page. I mean, not that it makes that big of a difference, especially since, to my understanding, I don't remember the total of page. Wow, okay. Having glide from the get-go is crazy. Let's see. Got the ground pound. Yeah. Got the... Okay. And this no longer uses stamina. That was something that I did remember people talking about. Let's see. Is there a way to... No. Yeah. Don't worry. I'm just getting a feel for everything we've got now, you know? One thing that I do know that I am a little disappointed about, and even though I kind of get why, the double jump has been removed. And I know that what was it? Nitrorad once made, he actually made a good point in regards to double jumps in platformers and about how double jumps are just kind of like a very basic, or one of the most basic ways of moving around in a platformer. And a lot of times it's more interesting if the developers come up with things other than double jumps to help you get around the platforming. And he made a good point. Like, I want to be clear, I'm not saying that I think Nitrorad's wrong, or that people who prefer games that don't have double jumps are wrong. I just know I prefer having a double jump. Because it just... I like having that extra bit of control. So that I can get around more comfortably, because I'm not the greatest at platformers. But like I said, I respect Nitrorad's opinion and anyone else who shares the opinion that not having a double jump results in more interesting platforming. Or it makes the platforming more skill-based, which might be the other reason I don't really care for not having one, because I don't got no skill, bitch. Wait. Is that a fucking waypoint? I got mixed feelings about that. Yes, I know waypoints are definitely more a modern convenience. Oh, interesting. So instead of lives, I just lose some money. Very interesting. But again, to my understanding, like a big part of the appeal of games like Banjo-Kazooie, Mario Kart 64, not Mario, Mario 64, and Donkey Kong 64 was you basically had to figure out where things could be based solely on you surveying the landscape. So I do in some ways kind of feel waypoints might actually cheapen it a little bit. Okay, maybe this was in the original game. Because, yeah, you did have to go through the front door like that, but I'm trying to remember if this section was actually in the original games, or if it just, we immediately went into Ivory Towers. Yeah, I don't know. Although I do greatly appreciate the added context behind why the pages are so powerful, you know? It's like, it's not just, oh, this book with golden pages is powerful and for reasons. Crud. I like that there's actually now an in-universe reason behind the pages. Or behind, well... Or maybe I should say there's, lore behind the book now. I don't know. Either way, I appreciate it. Are you a new enemy? Okay. Maybe it's not... It might not be new, but I genuinely did not remember those, little bee enemies. You know, I actually do really... So, another one of the... another platformer game I do really like are the Crash Bandicoot games. Now, admittedly, I have only played the Insane Trilogy and then Crash 4, It's About Time. Like, I haven't played any other Crash games, but in the Insane Trilogy at least, I can safely say I did like them. So, again, being a fan of those, I do like basically having the Death Tornado spin. Which, Impossible Lair is one that I have been meaning to get back to since the Insane Trilogy is one of the very first games I streamed. So, but just like everything else, there's too many games I do want to stream, you know? Oops. Also, I was never able to beat It's About Time. Like, I found the game rather difficult. So that's another reason why I haven't, like Impossible Lair, it's another reason why I haven't gotten back to playing, you know, I haven't played Crash 4 for the channel. Because, like, again, for those who don't know, I prefer not playing a game completely blind. Like, there are some exceptions, and it's like, I know that arguably it'd be more fun if I played certain games blind, because then you guys could get my genuine reaction, and in some cases, if it's an actual genuinely funny shocked reaction or whatever, it would be good to capture and it'd be entertaining. But I don't like quitting a game without beating it. So because of that, I do largely try to stream games that I know I've beaten before, just so I know that I'll be able to show you the games to its conclusion, you know? Okay. Okay. One thing I do remember is that, like, Camo Cloak in the original was, like, a mode you activated and you could still freely run around, so I can't outright say this is a downgrade, per se, but I will say it is a shame that it now can only be used in such slow motion. Okay, I'm like 90% sure that in the original, we immediately transitioned to here from entering that area by Yooka-Replaylee's ship. Hey, Throwser. I know you, given the fact that we start the game with most of our abilities, what I remember, he has a different role in this game. Hey, pals, I'm Throwser. What are you doing around these parts? I'm Yooka, and this is Laylee. Have you seen any pages around here? Shiny, magical, not at all valuable. You'll find them inside. I can't help you reach them. I can help you reach them in return for a small investment. Investment? We're a bit strapped for cash right now. Don't worry about it. I'll explain outside the first world. Go away unless you've brought me some pages. Pages? I'm in the motivational merchandise business. Wait, are you the salesman with my merch delivery? The very same. Let my assistants inside unload. I'll join you shortly. Quick, get inside before we're checked out. No, I don't want to skip. Now that it's back in my hands, it's finally time to use the one book. Quack, you feathered failure. Where are the pages? Well, sir, they've done a runner. What do you mean, done a runner? Absconded. Gotten away. Vamoosed. Quack, you're testing my patience. Without the pages, the one book is useless. I've gotten a watertight plan. This better be good. The R&D department could use a few cuts. Behold the latest in Quack corporate inventions. Patent pending. The pagey door. Get to the point, Quack. It's too late in the quarter for new product releases. The door runs on pure pagey power. It only opens when the right number of pages are delivered. If we could find a gullible adventure too, we could have them collect the pages for us. Exactly. In fact, I've already found the perfect duel for the job. This is the place. I can sense the other pages are around us. There's a huge concentration of them up ahead. Like I said, I do have some mixed feelings about changing the villain's motivation from just being greedy businessmen to actually deliberately, like, their motivation is specifically to find the pages, if you know what I mean. However, I can admit I do appreciate, like, in the original game, arguably, there was a bit of a disconnect between the heroes and the villains. It was just like the villains were bad and the good guys were just wanting their shit back. So there was no real, like, motivation between them. So, on the one hand, I can appreciate that this remake actually ties the villains and the heroes in a little better together. On the other hand, I also can't deny that, well, that it was kind of fun just having, you know, the villains just be generic greedy capitalists, if you know what I mean. It added a certain layer of fun to it, plus, again, the completionist is kind of not someone you really want to be talking about now, but when the completionists did their original video on Yooka-Laylee, they kind of pointed out that if you really think about it, you could argue that the story in the original was kind of symbolic of what happened with Rareware. So that you could argue that Capital B kind of served as a stand-in for Microsoft. So, again, an argument could be strongly made that in the original game, the point and purpose of the story was just to be a commentary on just greed, and just, you know, video game companies just wanting, you know, to own as many, you know, IPs as possible and just, you know, destroying great art for the sake of just quick and easy profit, you know. But at the same time, having, you know, again, just a stronger motive, you know, a stronger connection between the heroes and the villains is also good because it gives more personal stakes in the story. I'm not saying one is wrong or one is right. I am just saying that I do feel that, you know, that subtlety is a little missing now. Like, it's not enough to actually, like, ruin it by any means. I'm still... Again, it's a platformer. Story is arguably... The story in 3D platformers, the story arguably exists for the sake of just motivating the... The story's not important as long as it's like, just give me a reason to jump on platforms and attack enemies. That's enough. Again, I know it's not something that is universally agreed upon, but yeah, it's one of those things that I can absolutely acknowledge. While a good story helps, and I mean, and that's part of the reason why I'm usually not as into platformers, is because I'm a fan. My biggest stories are ones that have like stories and characters I can care about, you know? And I mean, even then, I don't always 100% need that. Like, case in point, one of my favorite games of all times is Custom Robo. While I absolutely love Custom Robo, I can acknowledge that... Okay. That it doesn't exactly have a stellar story. The story, well, no, it does have a good story, but it is more for comedy than, like, deep narrative. That's what I should say. But it still gave me characters I cared about, and it was still invested enough in itself and its story that it could get me invested into it, you know? Like, it's also part of the reason I personally found, I guess maybe not the story, but the inciting incident behind, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts so frustrating, because it is kind of self-aware and is kind of making fun of, Banjo-Kazooie's own games and own genre, and honestly, a little bit of self-thrashing can be welcome at times. The problem I have with it, and why I think it's actually offensive, is basically it's going out its way to insult people who liked the original Banjo-Kazooie games. Like, this game is kind of self-aware by having the meta-narrative of the first game, the original game still happened and is technically canonically what happened, but now Yooka-Replaylee are embellishing the story to make themselves look cooler. Oh, 1 second. Alright, We made it to the first Grand Tome. These mystical books contain the entire worlds. Either I have indigestion, which is unlikely, or I can sense more pages inside. See, our old pal Throwser came through. Now all I need to do is step on that plinth to open the book. Sorry, can't talk now. I'll see you inside. Seek me out. Come on, Yooka, let's open the book and grab some lovely loot. Yeah, we'll do that, but I do want to look around first. The page... Oh, yeah. You know, it's actually kind of funny. I do feel bad for Platonic games because In Yooka-Laylee, the original one, they worked with two members of Normal Boots, or two former members, or I don't know. But they worked with two members of Normal Boots. Like, again, the completionist was actually, like, I don't remember, like, the extent of what happened, but he was extensively brought on and, like, shown behind-the-scenes stuff and whatnot. Okay, is that a glitch? Or did I just fail to grab the pagey the first time around? And, yeah, he actually was brought in and got to see a number of the behind-the-scenes stuff. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Because, I think, so, like, in the original game, I think what happened is that you could enter each world initially, but then if you found the more pages you found, you could, like, come back and, like, put more into the book, and the world would get bigger. I think they did away with that and just gave you the whole world from the outset. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think I am. Mostly just because they showed the boss of this area in that kind of cutscene, and yeah, he doesn't appear until the book gets expanded, if I remember correctly. So... Office, looks like you're missing some stuff. It's a fixer-upper classic, right view. I'm super potential. You wanted to speak to us? Yes, now that I've expanded my business, I have an exciting range of items in stock at my new shop. Just don't tell the fridge. I can't just take anything in return. I need those wordless quills, tax reasons. I can't believe the taxman still's causing us problems, Yuka. I thought we solved that in our last adventure. Laylee, we said we'd never speak about that again. Okay. So yeah, this game now has, like, he sells, like, cosmetics. That extra heart, that's good. Increase, yeah. Yeah, instead of selling you moves, he just sells you, yeah. Well, yeah, I don't have any quills yet. I just have whatever the coins are for, which I think they're just for, like, life protection. Hi, kids! What can I get you? One, please. One tonic. You got to present your company-approved ID card first, kid. Ivory Towers employees only. Ah, yes, about that. My bat friend here ate mine. Tell you what, I'll let you off just this once. We're all friendly colleagues, after all. Yes, friendly colleagues. The name's Fendi, and I look after the company morale. Work hard, and you guys will earn quids, which you can exchange for a range of motivational merchandise. I've also got a selection of refreshing tonics, equipped them to shake up the rules of work. I have reports that a suspicious individual has been offering a workaround, but I don't want to hear that you've been messing around with that sort of ruffian. Work hard and check in with me from time to time, and always get new stock. Let's see. Now, I don't remember if... Okay, that's there for realism, I suppose. That's fun. That's cute. Oh, here we go. Reptile roll, glide, and... Okay, that's how that works. Oh. A whole... Cool. Dun 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 dun. I was always really shitty about getting the Ghost Riders in the original game.
Whoa, hi there. Good job making it to the Grand Tom. I'm an incredible mark. If you want to wake me up, I'll put a marker on your map.
Okay. Okay, fast travel, I think. I can appreciate that to an extent, because I know that a complaint that some people had with the original is that because the levels were so big, it was kind of a pain to get around. Now, personally, I don't know how I feel about having fast travel in a platformer, because I kind of feel that's part of the point. But I also can appreciate it too, because there were times where it's like, okay, there are multiple things in this area that I need to be able to get back to, but it does get kind of obnoxious that I basically, even though there's multiple things to get there, you know, to get in this area, I have to, like, go through the difficult... Shit. You have to go through the difficult platforming section multiple times just to get there, so having a fast travel option to get you where you need to go, I guess I can kind of appreciate that. What was that? I could have sworn I saw... Oh, no, that wasn't something invisible. That's just that tower thing off in the distance. Sorry, I've been playing Digimon Story Time Stranger a lot. Well, okay, I'd say a lot. Just because of how much Abby and I have been streaming on this kind of mini vacation of mine, I haven't played it that much. But I still have been playing a good amount of Time Stranger, which if you press the left stick, you start sprinting. So that's why I kind of keep accidentally going into first-person mode. Well, that's not first-person mode.
Really isn't that good with skeletons so bad much body.
Looks like dinner's cancelled. Ah, thank you, kind Blizzard. You have my eternal gratitude. These brutes took a real beating, but I have a feeling they'll be back. Can you feel it in your bones? Wait, take your reward, you earned it. Oh, nice. Pagey piece, huh? I know those were in the original game, but they didn't look like puzzle pieces. Then again, and that's just probably just because in Banjo-Kazooie, excuse me, you were finding jiggies instead of pages or whatever, so they probably didn't want to have anything that resembled jiggies just out of fear of lawsuits from Microsoft, but I think now it's been long enough and it's like you can't copyright a freaking puzzle piece. Blimey, check out this guy, Yooka.
Greetings, adventurers. I am the only they call Shovel Knight, and I am the one they call Shovel Knight.
I don't know where I got only from.
And I'm having an eventful day. I seem to have embarked on such a grand adventure that I've ended up in the wrong game.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
There appears to be some alluring treasure hidden on the top of the temple. However, I'm having trouble reaching it. I've gotten used to this bizarre third dimension. I haven't gotten used to this bizarre third dimension yet. Retrieve the giant jewel for me, and I'll reveal to thou the secret to succeeding in any adventure. Thou must exercise great caution. The top of this temple is littered with false idols.
All right, your knightliness, we'll find you, Jewel. Make sure your payment is definitely page-based.
Excellent! Steal thy shovel, friends. I'll be waiting here for your safe return.
I remember this was also a big deal back in the day. Just the fact that, you know, Shovel Knight, who was also a successful Kickstarter character, appeared in this game. It kind of felt like there was some synergy between games that were Kickstarted, and it was kind of cool. As far as I know, it's not something you ever really saw in anything else, but still, it's really cool that he's here, and it's also really cool that he got to stay here, you know? Because he doesn't appear in the next game this time. He didn't appear in Impossible Lair as far as I remember. And, yeah, just because it was okay to put him in the original doesn't mean that the creators of Shovel Knight would have still been on board with his appearance again in a remake. You know, it could have been like, no, we agreed for... We were okay with him being here once. Like, we were okay... We okayed him for the original, but no, it's good to see that Shovel Knight got to stay. And Shovel Knight was another one of those games that I did think was kind of interesting, but I just kind of knew it wasn't for me. Just because, again, not the biggest fan of platformers as a whole. It's like, it is definitely a game that I can absolutely appreciate its existence of. Because again, well, I'm definitely not into platformers as a whole. Sweet. I know there are plenty of people who love this type of game and definitely were not having their needs met in the 2010s, since There just were so few platformers available on the market outside of Mario. And I could be wrong, because I'm pretty sure, in terms of, like, timeline, I'm pretty sure that, the Crash Reignited trilogy and, Spyro, or no, the Crash Insane trilogy and the Spyro Reignited trilogy, that's what I meant to say, would have had to have already been in the works by the time this game released, but it is possible that the success of this game, well, success, at least in terms of, like, fan reaction, because, like, the fans just lined up to back this game, might have been a factor in getting those remakes of Spyro and Crash. Actually, what's kind of funny about Spyro is I always was interested in playing Spyro as a kid because he was a dragon, and me and my siblings, at least my older sibling, we all loved dragons. So when I saw that Spyro Enter the Dragonfly was actually released on the GameCube, I bought it. Well, okay, I found it for like $10 at Target or whatever, and bought it and played it, and I actually thoroughly enjoyed it, which is ironic because that's supposed to be like one of the worst Spyro games. But then when I got my hands on the Reignited trilogy, I didn't actually like it very much. In fact, I'm going to go as far to say that I actually did not have very much fun with it at all. I know. When I played through it a second time, I enjoyed it more, but when I, like, the Reignited trilogy versus, like, the Crash, because, like, I wasn't the biggest fan of Crash when I was younger for a number of reasons. But actually playing the Insane trilogy as an adult, I actually found myself enjoying I surprisingly ended up enjoying my time with Crash a lot more than I was expecting to. Like, 'cause I remember being like, oh, for reasons, I just didn't really like Crash very much. They're not necessarily good reasons, but just reasons. I didn't really like Crash very much. That's kind of cool. But again, actually playing the games as an adult, I ended up really liking Crash. Whereas I was more disappointed with Spyro. And I think it is just one of those, at its fundamental core, I'm just not the biggest fan of platformers. What's up, buddy? Oh, okay. Yeah, those signs I think are just more, hey, here's some tips as to how you can, like, use your abilities to platform in these areas. If I remember correctly, these kind of things did absolutely exist in Banjo-Kazooie. Again, never personally played Banjo-Kazooie, but we, like, rented it once, and I watched my older brother play it. So I do vaguely remember, like, helpful signposts and stuff like that. Oh. again, I don't remember as well, because again, I didn't play Yooka-Laylee that as much as I liked it. It is still a platformer, so I only like would revisit it. I only like played through it once, had fun, and then I did streamed it for the channel. Because again, it just, I like it, but it is still not my cup of tea. It's not my, the genre is not my cup of tea as a whole. But I think the coins have been added to this game, and that originally it was just you found a bunch of quills around. Again, please don't quote me on that. I haven't played the original Yooka-Laylee in... I haven't played it since I streamed it a few years ago. And even before that, I hadn't played it since the game was new. So... there is a bit of a gap. Like, again, I am not the ideal person to play this and, like, go through, like, point for point why this game is different, if you know what I mean. Or why this version is so different. Strap and adventure, splendid day for hunting and roll. Aren't you supposed to tux? Look, those Neanderthals and hyperterrors, absolutely not. It's not much game. And then prime locator in the level. Can't help but notice that KG over there. Quite an odd interior design choice. In other words, hand over the pagey.
What? Give me my posh paper, leaving me with just a local varnish? Call not likely. Although I do like a sporting contest to probe to target challenge.
Yeah, sure. Again, I don't remember if this aim was in the original. I'm pretty sure it was, but I could be wrong. I'm shooting for a couple. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I'm going to go poke him again, because I know in a lot of games like this, there are oftentimes, you know, bonuses if you do the challenge twice. Okay. If there is, it's not right now. Maybe later. I'm not 100% sure what that was supposed to, what that would have gotten me, you know? Oh well. Let's, yeah, race. Oh. Okay, there's more than one to race against. In the original, we were just racing against one single cloud. Huh. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, I guess I do just need to use the boost. I was just worried that the amount of time that I would slow down charging the boost would not allow me to win, because yeah, but apparently that I was wrong. I was completely wrong. Completely. Sorry, getting readjusted quick here. Okay. But yeah, it is interesting that it's now a race against a... Oh dear. Against a bunch of clouds, not just one. Hey, Muffin. Scoots World's giving me the urge to swear. Well, if you need to fucking goddamn swear right now in the goddamn morning, I mean, good fucking Christ, you might as well just get it off your goddamn chest and just... Okay. But yeah, no, this is a very cute, very family-friendly game, yeah. How are you, Muffin, by the way? Fuck, also the spin looks cool. Yeah, no, like it reminds me of Crash Bandicoot, and I do mean that in a good way. Sweet, got all 4 of the pagey pieces. But yeah, how you doing? It's interesting to be playing Not gonna lie, it's kind of interesting playing something else now that I'm done with Dragon Age Inquisition, because that was a long one. I mean, let's see. I know that since I did the Hissing Waste off screen, I didn't do it all, but I logged over 70 hours on that. I'm doing all right. A little bit sick, recovering from going to celebrate my friend's birthday today. Also, you're home, so huzzah! Oh dear, barbecued lizard and bat. Crap. I don't know if that was the intended way to get that pagey, but who cares? Part of the fun, well, kind of define what you're supposed to do is kind of one of the nice things about... I'm trying. I actually like lizards, and I don't want to barbecue them. It's just... It happened. Oh. Oh, shit. So, again, so far, admittedly, I really don't remember the original too well in terms of, like, game feel and, like, how satisfying it was, but so far, I am thoroughly enjoying this game, and I think I am enjoying it more than the original, partially because it is nice to have such a wide moveset available from the out, like, just from the get-go in the game, you know? Hey, what's up? Yes, okay. This guy is definitely for fast traveling, because I can guarantee... I do remember, like, that is one thing I can definitively say, the bookmark was not in the original game. So I think so far... I mean, well, it definitely helps if you've played the original release of Yooka-Laylee, for sure. I think so far I can safely say I would recommend this over the original release of the game. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to get that. Oh, maybe that's how. Like I said, I still really miss the double jump, but I can largely get over that. Rampo hates people just rolling up unannounced. Okay. Well, we're going to roll up unannounced. Also, this fight's going to be a lot easier because they got rid of, like, stamina is no longer... you can... Rolling doesn't use up your stamina. We're not selling windows, we're hunting pages. I'm Yuka, this is Lay. Silence the great Rampono's hustle when he reads it. You two have been bothering every character on this island with your so-called deals. Prepare to be punished, but my ancient slanted powers annoying us. Predator, peddlers, do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. I am the great Rampo, and I'm going to kick your ass, you know. Actually, how do I hurt Rampo? Oh, that's just cruel. Oh, great! Rampo's winning smile is ruined. I'm going to at you. Let's see how they deal with this mortal pest.
Grandpa's dental payments are well overdue. The great Rampo slope is for invited guests only. Stay away, stay away, stay away. Come stay away, come stay away, come stay away with me.
Wow. This guy is able to have two vaguely shaped dildo things coming out of his mouth at once? That's impressive. I feel like I'm playing the fire jump rope minigame in the first Mario parties.
Oh, no.
This window game is quite exciting. Fancy a change of profession, Yuka? The pages in cages. I set them free. Yeah, it's weird now that they've changed the Quillies to not being like the main collectible. Pages are still the main collectible, but not like the common collectible. Like, because they were like basically the equivalent of coins in a Mario game originally, but now that they're, well, not that, it's interesting. Like, again, I can't really say that, like, I'm upset with the change, because it's not, like, a world-altering, a game-altering change or anything like that. It's just, it's a change. They're still in the game. We just now also have coins. I mean, because Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair also added coins as a collectible, albeit those were twit coins, and they were kind of, well, oh, nice. I can't say they replaced pages in the Impossible Lair, because pages were, because, like, the main collectible in that, or, like, the collectible you were trying to get in that game were the members of the B-Tallion. But, I don't know. Impossible Lair was just, well, it was still a platformer. It was a fundamentally different type of platformer that it's kind of hard to truly be like, well, this is this game's equivalent of this thing from the first Yooka-Laylee or whatever, you know? But what are you supposed to be? I'm a torn page, not to be confused with those skeletons of page pieces. My other, it's been scattered nearby. Ew. Okay. Yeah. That's what's up there. I do like that, so you probably can't hear it because it's coming out of my controller, but whenever the pages speak, you can actually kind of hear, like, the noise of, like a quill writing on a piece of paper, you know? It's a nice little touch. Nom.
Good day to you, young warriors.
I believe you've got a weight-related name. Go on then, what is it?
Nom nom, I'm the one called Sir Scoffsalot. I am a proud knight of Hamelot.
I knew it. Carry on then, tell us about your brave quest for treasure.
Indeed. Once fellow knights are engaging in a daring hunt for the great Rampo's secret treasure place. Nom nom. For security reasons, we've split research into 4 separate locations. Nom nom. However, one is currently feeling a little too burdened to locate them. Might thou assist in locating my fellow knights and the treasure?
Don't worry, Scoffslot. We'll help you find your knights.
Nom nom. Excellent. My first knight isn't far. Allow me to bestow a clue. Stew on this. On the way to the camp, I'll be hitting somewhere damp.
Got it. If we forget, we'll come back and ask you again. So, I'm actually kind of sad I deleted it, but the thought process was at the time I needed more. I was running out of space on our Xbox or our PlayStation 4, and I needed to make some more room on the hard drive, and we didn't have the external one yet. But by kickstarting Yooka-Replaylee, I actually got access to a super alpha version of this level to play around kind of like a playground, just to kind of see how the game controlled. And like I said, I'm sad I deleted it, but it was one of those, I've got the full game, I don't need this playground anymore. But it was kind of a fun novelty to have, and I just don't have it anymore. Hello there. So Scoffslaw said you to find something about finding treasure? Let's see, lady, lots a lot.
Lots of swag is none of your business. Hands off. I'll give you a clue to where my partner is, but that's it.
Not more riddles. Can't you just show us where he is?
Of course not. That'd be far too easy. I'll be near a vintage cabinet. How does that work? With nothing to plug in.
Huh. Oh, okay. The next one's probably near where Retrorex is at. I haven't encountered Retrorex yet in this playthrough, but he's... Nice. Now we look more like Banjo-Kazooie. You know, I can appreciate that this game they did add some things to make this game easier for more casual players, you know? But they've still included, like, the tonics to add to make the game more difficulty, or to even add difficulty back to the game. Whew. With 1 second to go, damn. nice. Very nice. Right, there's like a green coin back there. I want to grab that just before I forget about it. Sweet. Well, here's Retro Rex. Again, just the thing about a cabinet with that not being plugged in, it's like that just sounds like they were describing an arcade cabinet. So I really think the next pig's gotta be somewhere near here. Actually, I think that's him right there. Yep. Hello there. Are you one of the Knights of Hamelot?
Me? No, absolutely not. I'm just a bird watcher. Bring a full bird watcher.
Well, one of the characters on this island is a knight, and it's not the dinosaur.
All right, you've robbed me. I'm Sir Shoots-a-lot of Knight of Hamelot.
It's a full set of armor that gave it away. Give us your clue, then.
Ah, yes, the treasure. I'm hiding from the rampart.
I'm hiding from the rampart complaining. You shouldn't... Okay, well, that to me indicates that he's near where Rampo was at. Oh. Oops. Hey, Rex. Hello there, strange polygon dinosaur. Are you sure you're in the right game? Hello, my name is Retro. I'm waiting for friends. Retro's friends playtest new game. Have you been waiting long? Since about 1997, friends go play on online. Retro, sure, they be back soon. Sure. Retro's making big comeback, made trendy autobiographical game. Evil AI and ruin all of Retro's fun. Retro, save the day, big reward and lots of friends. Rewards, you say? How about we play your game? All new friends need to play game and collect medals. Retro give prize for each. Or Rextro. My bad. Friends will need to play coin to make arcade work. Rextro, sure he saw one near here. Don't worry. We don't have a play coin yet, Rextro, but we dropped one nearby. Let's go fetch Oz. Radical, come back when found play coin. Okay, yeah, Audacical. That's the thing I need for Dr. Pooz. Well, nice to know I was able to kind of get it ahead of actually speaking to Pooz. Well, I'll actually go pick it up in a second. I'm up here. I want to do everything that is up here first, you know? Let's see if they fix the flying controls. Because the flying controls were so loose and slippery in the original game. They were one of the worst parts of the game. I have somewhat mixed feelings about them changing the flying from an ability you can unlock and use anywhere to just, it looks like it's now just, you can only fly in certain areas, which, I mean, arguably, I guess that makes sense, but it is still something I'm not the biggest fan of. Still, it actually controls well, so I'm not going to complain too much. It is a change I noticed. I did want to mention it. Ah, yep. 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 Okay. Okay, I definitely can appreciate them marking on the map where the hog probably is, because I will admit, finding the hogs was something I did often struggle with. I do feel to an extent that does make it now a little too easy. Maybe. Maybe not. Right, I can I can camouflage. Inside Rampo's treasure chamber, which is accessed via a small black hole in the wall at the very base of the large circular structure on the far top left corner. I guess he's in here somewhere. Okay. Okay, we can move on then. Okay, I take back what I said about marking it on the map because it doesn't actually show you the exact location, so that's different. Wait, no, I think that's where I found the first, now that I think about it, that's where I found the first pig. Never mind, never mind. Right. what that was that hit me. Let's see this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna let that reset. Damn it. I didn't think so, because they did look just like mini versions of the flowers. Yeah, there's... Sorry, I'm holding off on doing the Dr. Puzz stuff just yet. Just since, with it being a transformation and all, that's going to be like, okay, let's go through the whole area again. As the flower and talk to all the different plants. There might be more that was that. Oh, okay, that's all that is. Okay. Well, that came out faster than I anticipated. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Oh, there we go. Oh, are you fucking shitting me? There we go. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I think it's the first time I ever got all the Ghost Riders, because I couldn't actually quite figure out how the Ghost Riders all worked in the first Yooka-Laylee, or in the original release of this game. So yeah, this might be the first time I've ever actually got them all. Well, that was kind of graphic. Yeah, we will do that, but after we've kind of fully scoured the area. Don't worry, we are coming back. Just kind of want to see where this leads. Okay. Good for you, I guess. One more. Is that everything? That might be everything. Okay, I'm not sure. Oh? Was ist das? Oh, there we go. There's the last hog. Cool. Like, there's got to be other pagey piece. I'm missing one pagey piece. Plus, I still haven't found that last retro coin. I still haven't found that retro coin. Plus, I gotta be honest, I don't actually know what filling the canals actually, like, does for me in the long term, you know? You just want to confirm that? Yep, that. Just makes that appear. Hey, Puzz. I absolutely love how you look when in these transformations. Yeah, I don't remember this being a thing in the original, so I'm willing to bet this could be one of the new added missions. Don't quote me on that, but I just don't... The only thing I remember the flower being useful for in the original was going around and talking to the other flowers. Like I said, please don't quote me on that. As much as I like Yooka-Laylee, I didn't play it extensively, so I don't have, like, encyclopedia knowledge of the ins and outs of it. Okay, I have to stay out of the water for that. I just kind of want to... I don't remember if there is a flower over here or not, but like let's come over here and look. Doesn't look like it. So it's possible that the flowers were more just to give you hints if you were lost, but I still want to talk to all of them just in case. don't remember if I've been up here. Oh, lovely. It crashed for some reason. Hmm. Are we back? Is the stream working again? Not very well. At least my audio's cutting out. Hold on, let me check something, make sure it's not the speaker. That's the problem. No, I sound okay. Yeah, okay, wait. Things seem to be okay right now. Okay. Sorry, I just want to take... Yeah, it's... Something is over here. Yeah, there's... Yeah. Let's see. I'm backtracking a bit because I want to be like, I'm not 100% sure, like, if flying up here... Well, when I say backtracking, I mean backtracking down the mountain. If flying up here was like the only way to get up here, or if there was something that I missed. Okay, maybe this wasn't back. Whatever, I'll backtrack. I'll keep going up, and I'll backtrack from here if I need to. Let's see. Okay, and I can fast travel back here if I need to now. Okay, cool. Wake up. Do you know I'm supposed to... What am I supposed to do? Fuck. Am I missing something? He said just give me a pat on the back, but nothing's happening. There we go. Okay. Oh dear. I mean, it would have been, but, I kind of came in backwards. Alright, that's supposed to... That would keep me stationary. Okay, where does... Yeah, I see. I know Kratos is right there, but I'm still trying to figure out... One, Kratos' missions are one of the few that I genuinely struggled to do. So I'm kind of putting off doing his stuff just yet. Depth perception. Who am I kidding? Let's go back and try Kratos' stuff, just so it minimizes the amount of backtracking I have to do, period. Kratos, yeah. Or Kartos, that's it. I really hope these have been retweaked. I absolutely hated the Kartos stuff in the old games. That wasn't so as bad. Alright, I missed that one red one, but yeah, it definitely wasn't as bad as it was before. Then again, I was able to do at least get one pagey from this first one in the original release of the game. So that does not in and of itself mean that it's now doable. Crap. Crap. Well, Kartos already definitely moves at a much more reasonable speed. So there we go. Got it. Okay, I already don't hate these as much. I didn't hate that one anywhere near as bad as I hated the Kartos stuff in the original release. Was much less challenging, so that might be a turnoff for people who are a lot more into the challenge aspect of platformers, but for me personally, yeah, I'm very grateful that that was... Oh, I didn't want to... Oops, I didn't mean to do this again. Oh well, extra money, so I won't say no in and of itself. The thing is, I already got all 3 pages. I just accidentally said yes to doing this again. Sweet. I'm confused. I am Confucian. Where did I get off the beaten path and not find the rest of the way up? Don't know. Sorry, I want to look around and kind of try to figure out how this mountain actually works, if you know what I mean. So going up here takes us right to Kartos, but I didn't see Kartos when I first climbed the mountain. Sorry, the reason I'm assuming I'm supposed to do ice here is because it's called the Chill Out contest, so that's my thought process behind rather than just hitting him with fire and drying him out. crud. Oh, this is hard. Alright, we're gonna just probably have to... Okay, cool. Alright, yes, we'll try again. You know, we're doing pretty good. We're gonna try that again. Oh, shit. Oh, man. So close. There are times the charm. Sweet action, man. So yeah, the only pages I'm missing in this area are the Quill Pagey and the Retro-Rex Pagey, or the Rextra-Rex Pagey. But I seriously can't figure out where that coin is. Just coins. Oh. Guess I didn't, take the time to look in here. Guess there really isn't anything here. Yep. Got a pages. Let's do it. Right. That's what was up there. Oh, hi, Bendy. Sweet. Oh, not what I meant.
Investing in this demotivational speaker system was a brilliant idea. In fact, it deserves a raise.
Thank you.
For me.
Ah, yes, of course, sir.
Speaking of brilliant ideas, how's my pagey door project going?
The loser's already dumped a load of pages at the first door.
Excellent. How's the second world looking?
I've got a quick quack squad of disposable employees on their way.
Excellent. We wouldn't want to make things too easy for that dunderhead duo.
Gotta pay. Oh, sweet. Well, yes, but I do kind of want to explore the Grand Tomes in somewhat, in kind of the correct order. Right. Still haven't opened. Okay, good. I'm glad there's warp points in the overworld. Oh, he's cute. Morning, honey.
Good morning.
How you doing?
It's cold.
It is really cold.
It's really, really bad.
Oh no. Oh, heart. So yeah, this arcade game was absolutely not in the original at all. And by the way, we will be wrapping the stream up shortly, just so everyone's aware. I just want to get to the next world before we do that. Okay, those guys are invincible. Got it. Completion. Sweet. You got all 3 pages from it. No, thank you. Wasn't that, like, it was a fun little mini game, but it's not something I'm looking to replay again. Fetch fake side friends. Oh, right, that makes sense. Wow. We can already open... We can already get to, like, World 4 and 5, and we've only explored one world so far.
I have a lot of pages in one world.
There's 50 per world now.
What the fuck?
There's 300 pages in total in this remake.
Jesus.
And if I remember correctly, I think there was only, like, 120 in the original.
Yeah, that's what I would expect, because it's usually like 20 maybe per world usually. Like in the backwards, like back in the Banjo-Kazooie days.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong on that one, but
Yeah. But, yeah.
it's nuts.
And also, the quills used to kind of be the currency in the game that you'd pay for to buy stuff from Trouser.
Yeah.
Now the quills are an additional collectible, and there are coins in this game.
Okay.
I don't actually mind that per se. Because it's now they've added there's bookmarkers that let you fast travel.
Fun.
Let's see, what's another thing that they did that's kind of interesting? Because the quills are now a collectible, there's now a get a page if you get all 150 in a stage.
Right.
Which is a little annoying, but, you know, that's a pretty standard collectible thing, like in Crash Bandicoot. It's like you get a jet, well, in some, I should say. In some, you get a crystal if you collect all if you break all the boxes in a stage, or...
Right.
Maybe it's the gem. I don't remember. I like Crash Bandicoot, but I am not an expert on it because outside of Crash Bandicoot 3, I haven't exactly tried to go for 100%. Yeah. I just find them, for the most part, a little too frustrating to even attempt that. That again, I'd rather go for 100% in Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2 than even attempt it in Crash Bandicoot 4.
Valid.
Oh, okay, so this is... Right, so now I'm opening this to make it easier to get back to the first world. Okay, cool. Sweet. So yeah, the story in this version's been completely overhauled from the original.
Okay.
Because, like, in the original, it was just...
Bless you.
Thank you. The general plot was that Capital B wanted to steal all the books in the world just to force people to buy them back for profit. And just by doing that, they just happened to steal Laylee's magic book she found. Now, like, the magic book is called the One Book.
Okay.
And it's like, anything that's written in the One Book becomes reality. So, what's funny is that at the start of the game, you know, after you rescue the One Book from Capital B, like, anything that you write in here is now become true. Then Laylee reaches over new powers, new abilities, new levels.
Jeez. That's so meta.
Also, the framing device is that Yooka and Laylee are retelling this story
Okay.
of the first game, in a sense. And the joke is that, yeah, they're making things more epic. That's why things are slightly different.
Okay. They have the creative license to do that, I guess. They're
Yep.
heroes.
Yep.
I keep forgetting that Laylee's a a girl.
Yep. Yeah, it's fundamentally they were going for the same
Yeah,
dynamic
it's-
as Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
Also, the narrative. They also added a new prologue as well.
Okay.
Specifically them rescuing the one book initially.
Right.
I definitely feel like they have injected a bit more personality into the characters. I mean, Laylee is still the nice guy, or Yuka's still the nice guy, you know, so he's a little bland. But Laylee is just so unequivocally, you know, unapologetically treasure hungry. It's cute. Because when we rescue the one book, she's like, by any chance, are you worth a lot of monetary value?
Was.
But yeah, honestly, with the exception of, well, you know, as much as I don't like that they removed the double jump, I haven't been struggling that much without it. Because, well, for the most part, the controls are so much tighter in other respects. Although one thing I do find interesting is that in the original game, you unlock a flying power-up. That's gone. Rather than, it's more like there are specific areas in the game where you can, where that it was used mostly in the original, you know? That it's like, okay, when you get to those places, you can pick up an item that gives you the ability to fly temporarily.
So more like Banjo.
Correct. Which I'm like, that's probably for the best, since you could have potentially, like, undermined some of the platforming challenges with it in the original, you know, because you had it everywhere. Trade-off is the controls for it in the original were awful. I was able to control myself pretty effectively in the one area I was able to use it in so far.
That's good.
Oh yeah, also, again, because in the original, capital B was not strictly after Yuka's book and the pages. It's just your book happened to get sucked up in the...
Right.
Which you could argue was part of the humor and part of the commentary on capitalism, period. That they're just like, consume everything, who cares why or what, you know? Mm-hmm. But now this time it's like, okay, because they're after the book and the pages, they've worked into the story, the reason why you need pages to open up new areas is it's part of a scheme Dr. Quack's put into place, that it's like you have to insert pages into these doors to get through. So it's their way of basically tricking you into
Giving them what they want.
yeah, collecting the pages for them so they don't have to do it themselves. Like,
Clever.
okay. One other change they made that I've mixed feelings on as well, but I do still think it was a good idea. In the original game, how it worked was that you would open up an area by basically inserting pages into it. And then if you came back with more pages, you basically put more pages into it, making the book bigger, thus expanding the world.
Okay.
They've thrown that out. They just give you access to the whole level right away. Which I think is both good and bad, because on the one hand, that was an interesting gimmick that was in the original, you know? Alright, I can only spend the quills I get in each level in that respective level, so I actually need to go back to the first world to spend my quills that I got there to get those.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, I've mixed feel. I don't know if I like that a ton. Oh, the music's different. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, plus, as I have pointed out, I've only actually played the first Yooka-Laylee twice in total. I played it once for myself when it was new, and then I didn't play it again until I streamed it. So, 100... Okay. I 100% am not familiar enough with the game as a whole to spot most of these little differences, you know? Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna stop there before I start exploring, because I know I'm gonna just keep going, you know.
Yep.
Oh, that's a cute picture. And then, like, one other thing that I did point out at the beginning of the stream, but you weren't there, is I do think this menu isn't as good as the original.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bland.
Yeah. Because, like, and then the save icons, or the save slots, in the original, it was different points around their pirate ship, you know? This is just a menu screen. But, at the same time, what's a menu, if you know what I mean? Anyway, so I'm going to be wrapping up here. There will also not be an edgelord stream today. We were able to get all the grinding done yesterday, but we didn't finish till super late at night, so that's why there wasn't one yesterday, so apologies for that, but, I mean, to be fair, I said there might be one, so... The fact that there wasn't one meant that, well, you know what I mean. Let me think. We might not be able to do an edgelord stream tomorrow either, just because Abby has work she's got to do tomorrow. We'll see. But hey, even if we can't, we made a frick ton of progress over for this long weekend, so that's fine. I will be streaming more Yooka-Laylee tomorrow morning as well, and then tomorrow's my last day of vacation. Back to work, so then streams will be kind of going back to semi-regularity after that. Can you think of anything, any announcements that you've got?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, you did announce that you were thinking of switching games, right?
Oh, I already did.
Yeah, you did announce. So yeah, once Abby sorts out which game she's going to be streaming next, she might just go back to just her Wednesday stream. She might do multiple streams a week if she's feeling it, but we are going into the we passed one holiday here in America, but now we're going into the Christmas season, so we're gonna be getting pretty busy, so we'll see what happens, you know. I can't think of any other announcements other than just a link to join our Discord is in the description. There's also a link to our Twitter account. We mostly just use Twitter to post when we're streaming. We don't really use it that much. Yeah, so if you want to stay in touch with us, I highly recommend you join the Discord. We post links to streaming. We post polls for games as well as for edgelord. Honestly, most of the polls have been edgelord these days since I've been doing my schedule in a sense, but still. And Abby is mostly just she plays what she needs to feel, or
What I feel like.
thank you, honey. I appreciate you translating my gibberish.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Plus, I'm also posting my edgelord comics in the Discord as well. They are not very good, at least in terms of the art, but you know, I think they're enjoyably entertaining. So yeah, I'm very happy to be revisiting this, and so far, I can safely say that I highly recommend this version of Yooka-Laylee over the original. Are there some things that I think are slight downgrades? Of course. But that's okay. Because everything else about this so far has been a very pleasant experience. So yeah, I am not sure when, but I will absolutely see you guys then. Goodbye.